The Lightning Man, Nikola Tesla's war of currents and the dream of wireless power. In the winter of 1888, the streets of New York were buzzing with electricity, literally. Overhead humming wires crisscrossed the sky, carrying the new marvel of direct current DC electricity to homes and businesses. But DC, championed by Thomas Edison, had a fatal flaw. It could only travel short distances before losing power. Cities would need power stations every few blocks, and rural areas, forget it. Enter Nikola Tesla, a tall, intense man from a small village in Serbia who claimed to see inventions fully formed in his mind before even touching a piece of paper. He had already impressed engineers with his ideas for alternating current AC, a system that could send electricity hundreds of miles with minimal loss. But AC was in its infancy, and Edison was not about to let it take over without a fight. The Westinghouse Alliance. In 1888, Tesla met George Westinghouse, a bold entrepreneur with the resources to make AC a reality. Westinghouse bought Tesla's patents for a small fortune and offered him a handsome royalty on every horsepower of AC electricity sold. For the first time, Tesla had both the money and the backing to challenge Edison's empire. This was the beginning of the War of Currents, a public, often nasty battle between Edison's DC and Tesla's AC. The Smear Campaign. Edison, fearful of losing his dominance, launched a dark propaganda campaign. He claimed AC was dangerous, even lethal. He arranged public electrocutions of animals, dogs, horses, even an elephant to prove his point. He even helped invent the electric chair as a gruesome demonstration of AC's deadliness. Tesla, however, was unfazed. He knew that with proper handling, AC was perfectly safe and far more efficient than DC. To prove it, he staged his own daring demonstrations. The Man Who Danced with Lightning. In front of packed lecture halls, Tesla would step onto the stage in a dark suit, his sharp eyes glinting under the gaslight. He'd dim the lights, flip a switch, and suddenly blinding arcs of electricity would crackle around him. With a flourish, he'd let millions of volts pass harmlessly through his body, lighting fluorescent tubes he held in his bare hands, without any wires. The crowd would gasp. Newspapers called him the Wizard of Electricity. This was more than a magic show. It was Tesla's way of introducing the world to the Tesla coil, a high-voltage transformer he had developed in the early 1890s. With it, he could send electricity through the air, proving that wireless power transmission was not just possible, it was happening before their eyes. Victory at Niagara Falls. In 1893, Tesla and Westinghouse scored their biggest win, the contract to harness Niagara Falls for hydroelectric power. Critics said it was impossible, but in 1896 the massive generators roared to life, sending AC power over 20 miles to Buffalo, New York. It was the first large-scale AC power system in the world, and it worked flawlessly. This victory ended the War of Currents. Edison's DC was finished. The future, our present, belonged to Tesla's AC system. The wireless dream. Even after conquering the electric grid, Tesla's mind was already far ahead. He dreamed of a world without wires, where towers would broadcast electricity and information to anyone, anywhere for free. In his New York lab, Tesla built larger and larger Tesla coils, sending bolts of man-made lightning leaping across the room. He lit bulbs from dozens of feet away, powered motors without cords, and even sent radio waves before Marconi made his famous transmission. The newspapers loved him, the investors not so much. Wireless power was too radical, too unprofitable, but Tesla believed that one day humanity would embrace it. The Man and the Legacy. By the end of the 1890s, Tesla had changed the world. His AC system powers our homes, factories, and cities to this day. His Tesla coil remains a symbol of innovation and a foundation for technologies like radio, radar, and wireless charging. But perhaps most importantly, Tesla showed the world that imagination, courage, and a refusal to bow to fear could light up the future, literally. As he once said, "The present is theirs, the future for which I really worked is mine."